ball were a long way down.
Yeah,
And I guess what they're trying to do is replicate what the NFL have done, um, and try and like push their way in here a bit.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Um, anyway, what? We should talk about the actual game a bit.
Yeah, I suppose we could do. Yeah,
The actual baseball stuff.
yeah. I mean, what about the Red Sox and the Yankees, or about this specific season?
What do you mean this specific? What?
As in this season, the fact that they're 9 games apart, or about the rivalry between the two of them?
I suppose a bit of both. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, it's a weird year to be honest. This season,
yeah. This is.
the
I'd
Red Sox.
expected the Red Sox and the Yankees to be a lot closer than they are, and the Yankees have had everyone injured and are still way ahead. Like 8 games ahead, is it at the moment?
9 right now.
Oh,
Um, and the Yankees are also now pulling away from the Rays. It's been kind of phenomenal what they're doing.
yeah,
And with is the Yankees have been like, it's the dangerous thing in any sport is when you've got the wealthiest team who are also the really well run, and then you just everyone else might as well stop playing. Because the Yankees at the moment, it's easy to just go, oh well, like this is even when Stanton's barely played and they're paying Ellsbury all that money. But yeah, but the reason that they're succeeding is they've made some brilliant moves.
yeah. It's basically the change they made. Basically at the end of the previous era where they had like Alex Rodriguez and like Derek Jeter, all those guys were retiring and stuff.
Yeah,
Um, they basically changed their whole philosophy a bit, and
yeah,
they like had a really good farm system and brought loads of them through, and actually traded guys away to improve the farm system and then they brought loads of young guys through, and well, in a few years they're probably then going to have a really high payroll again because they're just going to
they have
keep
to
them, aren't they,
they're
forever?
gonna have to pay them all. Yeah, but then they
Yeah,
can afford to do that because of the
yeah, but
Yankees.
that's the thing, isn't it? It's basically when you have that combination, it's like they've got a ridiculous team that's like young, um, and they're just going to keep that team forever
Yeah,
for like 10 years because they can just afford to.
yeah. Whereas other teams, well, comparison with like the Cleveland Indians, have this thing where like they get asked that they've got 2 or 3 guys who are going to need big contracts, and it's like, oh, we're going to have to start rebuilding.
Yeah,
We're not paying all of them. Um, but it's even the little moves, like well, it's not that little. He's on a fair bit of money. But DJ LeMahieu, I mean, I thought it was an awful signing. I didn't really understand it. But it's just
yeah,
like instead of getting lured into going for Manny Machado and just throwing him into the team, they
yeah,
they sort of they just seem to be like kind of sensible, which is quite hard to do, I think, when you've got that much money.
yeah. And it's basically what they used to do. I mean, the Stanton trade, I guess, was sort of not that. That was sort of just going getting the MVP. And well, actually, he's in. He got injured yesterday, was it again?
A couple of days ago, yeah. but
Unfortunately,
but even that one though, I think
so he's not going to be playing.
because they didn't have to give up that much for him, they were it was still like quite a good deal
Yeah, and
relatively.
that's another one from them being rich, isn't it? That
They can
other
swallow
teams,
the
it was like, oh
contract.
yeah, no, don't want to go near that contract, but
Yeah,
they could afford it. Although it is looking a bit like it might not be. It could turn out to be a very bad contract with his injuries at the moment. Like, it was like 9 games he's played this year
yeah, it's not amazing, is
out
it?
of like 81 or
Yeah,
something.
that's not the one, is it at all?
No, and that's basically the fears people were having when around that time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He's had injuries problems in the past.
and you've got another another decade of that.
Yeah,
Um, but then it's kind of hard to argue with their moves when their record's this good without it. But then it would be quite easy for them to have had Stanton and
yeah.
Judge injured and just been
I
bad.
think it's a bit
There's a bit of luck in it, I think.
it's a bit of the opposite of what happened last year at the Red Sox and the Yankees. I think basically last year the Red Sox like loads of their players. Well, which generally happens when a team win the World Series and has like a regular season record that good, is that, like all their players
Had the
pretty
best.
much had like their best year they're probably ever going to have. I mean, including Mookie Betts. Like Mookie Betts um, had like one of the best hitting seasons ever. Well,
Yeah,
and because he was a good defender, it was
and
like
so did JD
one of the
Martinez.
best. Yeah, um, and basically they've regressed a bit. Um, like they're still they're still going to make the playoffs, aren't they? It's like they're not doing that badly, but it's sort of I didn't really expect them to do that again because teams never do when they have players that have the best seasons of their career.
Yeah,
They're generally not going to sustain that or improve it, or if they do, so sort of like with Mookie Betts, it's like if he did last year again, which he's not doing, then it was like then he's almost like pushed himself in the conversation of like one of the best players ever.
yeah. Because
Like,
what was the thing with that
that
season?
would have been like the two of the best seasons in a row ever if he'd done it twice.
Yeah, and no one does that.
No.
Like, really, no one does that. And it was everyone though, wasn't it? The whole team just seemed to perform basically to the upper bound of what you could reasonably
Yeah, and I
expect.
feel like the Yankees are getting a little bit of that, like with the injuries and stuff. You've had like Gio Urshela, who was
Yeah,
ridiculous for ages, and like Luke Voigt. Luke Voigt seems like he's actually good because he was good last year, but I don't know what are Luke Voigt's numbers actually. But yeah,
I
and
think he's got an 877 OPS.
yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah,
17 home runs.
that's pretty solid.
And you like DJ LeMahieu, like you said. He has been good before, but like that was at Coors Field, and he's not been good for a couple of years at all.
I mean, yeah, they've got a 891 OPS out of Cameron Maybin. I mean, it's just it's one of those things that everything rolls. I mean, the other side of it is since Didi Gregorius came back, he's not been all that good. Aaron Hicks hasn't been that good in the games he's played. It's just their roster's almost just upside down.
Yeah,
It's quite bizarre.
I guess. Well, the guys you expect to be good, a lot of those have had injuries, haven't they? They've not really been able to like get into the swing of the season properly.
Yeah. I don't think there's really any game, to be honest, in predicting baseball games from game to game. I think it's one of the sort of a bit silly.
No, but I will predict that the Yankees will hit over 5 home runs across the 2 games.
Yeah, I think that's probably a decent.
Maybe not over 5, 5 or over.
I think that's a solid shout because I think that park's gonna be quite.
Although it does seem like it's not particularly short down the lines, is it? It's like actually, to like right field, it might actually be harder than Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium is ridiculously a friendly park, particularly down the right field line. Yeah, although on those pictures, I don't know whether it was just through scale with the big wall, but it looked like they were really low. You know, the walls like
maybe
like
they are
left field and right field, but like like the height there is in the football stadium almost.
Yeah.
Like not even like waist height.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the high home runs is a decent bet as much as anything because of the Red Sox pitching, perhaps.
Yeah, well, and the Yankees hitting home runs every single game.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they didn't get one each game. They're probably going to get more than that, aren't they?
Yeah, they may well get more than that.
Especially with Judge back now, which is good. Thought it was going to be Judge and Stanton coming back just before, didn't we? But
well, yeah, Stanton came back and then managed to go straight back on the injured list.
But at least we're going to get Aaron Judge.
Yeah, at least you get to see one of the stars.
For the batting practice.
Yeah, because it would be quite disappointing if they brought over the Yankees and they didn't have either of their big guns. But then they have added Encarnacion, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Are you taking your mitt, by the way?
I might do. I don't know if I can get my hand in it though. It might hurt.
Oh yeah. I think I'm going to have to take the mitt, especially with we're going early.
Yeah. Give something to do, I suppose.
Yeah. Maybe not all the time, but just for a bit, go and have the full baseball experience.
What?
A bit of everything.
Yeah.
A bit of the standing in the outfield trying to catch.
Bit of eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
Nachos, all of the important stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it's going to be an expensive weekend, but
yeah.
Worth
yeah,
it.
possibly. What was it, 19 quid for 2 foot of nachos?
Yeah, there's probably a lot of nachos though.
Yeah.
But Yeah. I guess you share that.
I guess yeah, I think
guess
it's
you'd share
probably a
that.
share. I think it's
I guess you
suggested to
share it.
share.
It's not too bad. It's 9 quid. But,
Yeah, that's another thing actually. A little thing I think is quite cool. They've got the what you call the guys who walk around the stands.
oh yeah, I did. Did they have a name? Don't know if they have a name.
I think they do have a name.
Do
I
they?
I don't know what it
You
is.
mean people that sell stuff?
There is a name for them.
You sure?
Yes, I saw it somewhere.
Yeah. What are they? Are they going to sell beer or not
I
beer?
think so.
Really?
I swear I saw something saying
That seems a bit you know, a bit dangerous.
why?
I don't know. I mean, you know,
Well, it's because I think I saw
people
something saying
people in this country like to get really, really drunk, don't they, at these sorts of events? And if they're going to come and bring the beer to you, you don't even have to get up.
yeah. I
I
think
think
they're probably not. They're probably misjudging the difference in drinking culture here to America.
maybe they won't do beer. Maybe
I swear I saw they said they did. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that they
that
were.
seems.
Because I saw a thing saying they don't do it at football, but they're going to do it for this. I think that's what that was about.
Wow. Oh yeah, and also they've got the like mid-inning entertainment, haven't they? You were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah, they got
They bring it,
the
although that's not Yankees and Red Sox exclusive, is it? There, or it's supposed to be Red Sox because they're at home. They're like basically bringing in the best mid-inning entertainment from around the major leagues. It sounds like.
yeah.
What did you say they've got?
They've got the presidential race, which I can't remember all of the list. It was Winston Churchill and the Loch Ness Monster were two of the things racing, and they also
So the
have
president's
the
race, but
freeze.
not the president's, like British stuff instead.
Yeah,
And who? And the freeze.
yeah, the freeze
The
is
freeze.
racing.
So the freeze from the Braves and the president's race from the Nationals. And if you don't know what they are, I mean, the president's race. Well, it's just some
I don't.
people.
I don't know.
I don't know
How
how
do you
to
describe
explain
it?
that.
It's people in massive like foam suits with enormous
Yeah,
heads.
really top heavy, running around the warning track, knocking into each other.
Yeah, is incredibly stupid, but also very funny.
And the freeze is well, it's the guy dressed up as the guy from The Incredibles, racing fans, but he's basically just a guy that runs really quickly and beats everyone.
Yeah, yeah,
It
which
gives
is
them a huge head start and then beats them anyway.
certainly an experience.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, he's impressive that they're going quite so all out.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether they do this for the other games they've done abroad and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if they do this in Japan, for instance. Not sure.
I guess, well, I guess with Japan they have baseball there anyway, don't they? And well, basically the other countries they go to, well, apart from they went to Australia, I don't think they play baseball that much in Australia. They went to Australia like a couple of times a while ago.
Yeah, and
But
they
I
go
guess
to
it's basically
Mexico.
they're not, those ones aren't exactly about trying to break into a new market, are they? It's not trying to introduce baseball. They're not trying to
No,
sell the sport. It's like they already have the sport. It's already quite
yeah,
big. It's about, you know, selling their league, really, isn't it? More than actually selling the sport.
yeah,
So it's not such a big task.
yeah. Whereas here they kind of break into a
It's almost a new thing. Even though they've done games abroad before, this is like a new thing because it's like almost unheard of in this country. Like anything to do with baseball.
yeah. It's the sort of thing that it doesn't even cross people's minds, does it? I
No.
think at all. It's a very American,
Yeah.
as you find when anyone goes to
Although,
America, you
yeah.
go to
Although
the
the
ball game.
funny thing is with that is that even with like just sayings and like cliches and stuff that people say in like normal life,
Yeah,
I noticed there's a lot of them are actually baseball things,
yeah.
aren't they? Which is funny, and people probably don't even realise, or maybe they do
No,
realise, but don't really
care. Probably don't
probably
care.
don't care. That's probably
Or
it.
probably just don't care at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So who are you going to watch out for? Who should people watch out for that don't know stuff? I mean,
Aaron Judge, the massive guy.